Still on business, Nigeria's annual inflation rate rose to 28.92% in December 2023 from 28.20% in November 2023. Now, according to the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS), the December 2023 headline inflation rate showed an increase of 0.72 percentage point when compared to the November 2023 headline inflation rate. Furthermore, the Statistics Bureau said on a month-on-month basis, the headline inflation rate in December 2023 was 2.29%. Which was 0.20 higher than the rate recorded in November 2023. Now, economist Muhammed joins me to discuss this new increase. Thank you for your time, Mr. Muhammed. Now, the possibility of Nigeria reaching the 30% inflation rate seems inevitable. Do you think the government is doing enough to or taking appropriate actions to address the rise in inflation?
Well, you can't say the government not doing enough, or I mean, we need to look at it. It took us 11 months to be in this where we are today. So definitely, even if the government is doing, sometimes you won't see those results coming in early, especially when it has to do with food inflation, when it has to do with cash crops, when it has to do with importation of some of these goods. So it takes time before you begin to see those results. Unfortunately, the problem with the food inflation is that even what we can produce, we've not been able to produce it. And even if we can produce it, the machineries to produce this, it has to come from outside the shore of this country. And we don't have the FX. So when you have to sort for FX in the secondary market to bring in your machineries, that makes that cost of production have gone high. Then transportation also, because of the increment in fuel price, has also affected the movement of goods and services, especially in the rural area. Then you must not forget insecurity is still there, the banditry, kidnapping, armed robbery, terrorism, and everything. So these are problems that the governments are tackling. But again, I don't think we have a short-term solution on hand yet. So we need to begin to look at the long-term solution, and which the current administration seems to say they are working on, and then trying to make sure that we have food in all our homes. Because again, food is the major, I mean, is what the common man need at this time. Because if you don't have food, then how can you be productive? So I think the government should hasten policy to make sure that we are self-sufficient in major of our household food items, and then make FX available, because some of these machines have to come outside the shore of this country. Then also begin to look at how you can begin to fund agriculture. We used to have the Agricultural Development or Agricultural Cooperative Bank, but all these have gone moribund. Maybe something the government needs to look at and begin to think how I can give farmers agricultural loan on a single digit. The Goodluck administration, Goodluck Jonathan administration did that some years back. I think it's something they should look at and see how workable it is.
Okay, so Mr. Mohammed, back in July 2023, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared a state of emergency on food insecurity to tackle the increase in food prices, which has been chiefly attributed to the removal of petrol subsidy. Now, do you foresee a reduction of food prices anytime?
I don't see that yet. Like I said, what you gain one way, you lose the other way. We might see petroleum price come down if many things go back because of the Dangote refinery that is coming to stream. We might see, I say we might see it go down by small margin, but that will not bring down the cost of transportation, because again, when you look at those parts of those cars and the machineries, the movement that we're going to use for production or for movement, they are not produced here. So we still need the effect. So the major challenge with inflation in Nigeria has not been not only because we are not producing enough, but also when we are importing, again, we are importing at a high cost because of our FX volatility. So it's a major, major challenge. And thank God that the government said they've gotten the about 2.2 billion of the expected $3 billion from Exim Bank Egypt. So
Okay.
hopefully that would also help
Mr. Mohammed, I'm afraid that's how much
bring
we
down
can
the
take on the news. Thank you for speaking to us.